Depression isn't always about sadness. It can manifest in different ways, influencing your daily routine and relationships. In this video, you're going to discover the often overlooked signs that might indicate something deeper and learn how to support yourself and others. Hey besties, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Living with Tessy. If you're a new subscriber and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I love you. In today's video, it's something I've always wanted to talk about. The topic is depression and antidepressants. This topic has been on my head for a month now, and I actually shot a video on this earlier, but due to some reasons I couldn't post it. That's why I'm reshooting another one. I have cold, that's why my voice is a little bit deeper. I'm trying to shout, but this is the highest I can get. I hope I'm able to pass the information and give you guys some helpful tips on how to go about depression, what depression is about, and some theories behind depression. You're probably wondering, what is depression? Depression is a common mental and health disorder that affects the way people think, the way people feel. It can be defined as a persistent feeling of sadness, feeling frustrated, and just losing hope. In the medical field, there's a theory behind this depression, and this theory is called the monoamine theory of depression. So this theory states that depression is caused due to the reduced levels of monoamine neurotransmitters in our brain. As we go further, I'm going to explain what monoamine neurotransmitters are. So now that you've gotten the definition of depression, I'm going to talk on the two types of depression. There are two common types of depression. We have the reactive depression and the pathological depression. The reactive depression, in this scenario, I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say you're a student, you graduated with the first class, and you've been applying to jobs, but sadly, each job you apply for, you get rejected. And now you're feeling really sad, you're feeling down. Yeah, that's what reactive. So reactive depression is literally a persistent feeling of sadness due to your circumstance, your current circumstance. But when the circumstances are being reversed, you feel okay and you feel all right. And we have the second type of depression, which is the pathological depression. Pathological depression, this is also known as major depressive disorder. This goes beyond temporary feelings or emotions. This is characterized as persistent feeling of sadness due to previous instances that happened or situations that happened in the past. For example, a child that lost his parents in a fatal car accident when he or she was younger, it could lead to pathological depression because it happened previously, and this kind of feelings or memories cannot be forgotten so soon, or you can't just go past it so soon. Now, we also have the classes of depression, and there are two classes of depression. We have the polar depression and the bipolar depression. So for the polar depression, this depression only has to do with sadness. Like, you're just sad, you're just passing through depression, you get. But when we talk about the bipolar depression, this has to do with depression and mania. Now, what is mania? Mania can be defined as being unnecessarily, it's also a disorder, but in the case of depression, you feel extremely sad, but in the case of mania, you're overexcited for nothing. You're just excited. Like if you go to a psychiatric home, most patients there suffer from mania. You go there, you see them laughing, being excited for absolutely nothing. So that is mania. Some causes of depression could be early life adversities. That could be getting raped at an early age, losing your parents at an early age. This could be some causes of depression. We also have late life adversities like divorce, miscarriage. We have a whole lot of things that can cause depression. Failure too can cause depression. So besties, now we have listed the causes of depression. We're going to go into some possible symptoms of depression. Like when you see this person, you'll be like, oh, this person is depressed. First one is overexcitement. Most times when people are still excited, check up on them because that could be a possible sign of depression. That's one. We also have loss of appetite. We have fluctuations in our weight. Most people gain weight when they are depressed. Most people lose weight when they are depressed. So it literally depends on the individual. We also have low libido. Yes, low libido. When you're depressed, most times you tend to have low libido. Lots of interest in hobbies, love watching movies, and suddenly, because this situation happened and all of a sudden you don't like seeing movies, that could be a possible symptom on depression. So check up on your friends, check up on your families, check up on that person today. You might be saving a life, who knows. So now we are going to go into the possible solutions or management of depression, because depression is not just something that you could just wake up and just cure it. It takes time, it takes patience to actually get rid of depression. So I'm going to be giving you the possible solutions to depression. One is self-care. Self-care could be exercising. This can help with depression, managing depression, taking good care of yourself, change of environment. Very important for depression, because most times your environment is actually what makes you feel depressed. So in most instances, for most people, they just need to change environment and you notice their mood just goes up. Healthy diets too. You guys, I can't overemphasize on how you need to eat properly. It's not all about eating. Most people just feel when they say you need to eat, it's not eating. You need to eat healthy, have a balanced diet. And so engaging in activities, engaging in extracurricular activities can really help in managing depression. This is the part I've been waiting for since I started this video. Professional help. Now, when it comes to depression, it's not only about managing it yourself. Most times we need to get professional help to manage depression. The professional help could be seeing a psychologist, seeing a psychiatrist, and they tend to prescribe certain medications for you. And this is where I go back to the monoamine theory of depression. Medical professionals strictly follow this theory when administering drugs to depressed patients. Now, this theory states that depression is caused due to the reduced levels of monoamine neurotransmitters in our brains. You're probably wondering, what are neurotransmitters? Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that send signals in our brains, and they are like very important. Example of these monoamine neurotransmitters are, we have serotonin, we have dopamine, we have norepinephrine. These neurotransmitters are really important because they are like mood boosters. Like, serotonin, our feel-good hormone. You guys know. So pharmacologists take good advantage of this theory to produce certain drugs that helps in managing depression. And these drugs used in managing depression are called antidepressants, from the word anti, against depression. So antidepressants are literally drugs that help in managing depression. How do antidepressants work? Antidepressants simply work by stopping these enzymes that degrade the monoamine neurotransmitters in our brain. You get it? When I mean, they just stop the reuptake. And we have types of antidepressants. In this video, antidepressants are strictly administered or prescribed by medical professionals. You cannot just go and get one. You need to be diagnosed of depression before you get antidepressants by a medical personnel. Now, there are certain types of antidepressants. We have the SSRI, the selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. This is literally selective to only serotonin. They only block the reuptake of serotonin in our brain. And we also have the TCAs. These are the tricyclic antidepressants. This one is not selective to only serotonin. It works on dopamine, serotonin, epinephrine. But note there are contraindications to taking this, like patients that work in a factory, drivers. Now we have the monoamine oxidase inhibitors. Monoamine oxidase is an enzyme. That is the enzyme that literally breaks down these neurotransmitters in our brain. Now, from the word monoamine oxidase inhibitors, inhibitors means blocking. So this antidepressant literally block these enzymes from breaking down these neurotransmitters in our brain. But the problem with this particular one is because we have two types. We have the monoamine oxidase A, which is found in our brain, like our brain, and we also have the monoamine oxidase B, that is which is found in our dietary amines. Now the problem is when these drugs are being administered to patients, it also inhibits the breaking down of dietary amines in our bloodstream. When it inhibits the breaking down of this dietary amine in our bloodstream, it leads to an accumulation of the dietary amines, which in most cases leads to what we call cheese reaction. In order to conclude this video, I'm just gonna say depression can be really, really challenging, and it's not easy to battle depression. Now, to people watching this, I want you to be extremely kind to people that you feel are going through depression. Give them a support system. Try to talk to them. Try to comfort them. And one thing you should know is managing depression comes with patience, support, needs a whole lot of moral support. You need to be patient because it's not just something that, oh, you're battling with depression, you wake up the next morning and it's gone. Especially for those that are suffering with the pathological depression. So we need to be very, very kind to people around us because you actually never know who is actually suffering from depression, because most people have bipolar depression and they always appear to be so happy. Meanwhile, they're dying on the inside. So when you go outside, be kind to people, talk to people nicely, don't be rude to people, be patient. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching this video to this point. I really appreciate it. Thank you, besties. Thank you guys. And if you're a new viewer here, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos with your friends. I am Living with Tessy once again, and thank you. Bye, besties.